And we are here for you. You're looking for one of the hottest podcasts out right now. We talk about relationships. We talk about trending topics. We talk about the culture. All of that. Punk's trying to save your relationship.
If you want a relationship.
If you want one. Because you know our favorite motto, just be single. That seemed to be everybody's answer for everything.
I have to tell her that because she was. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Deuce. I'm sorry.
Save it for the booth, baby. Let's go.
This young lady said she don't want to live with her husband. I told her, don't get married.
Period.
All right, I wasn't wrong.
Right.
Now I feel.
I don't sing that stupid too. People say that.
We ain't 2 minutes into it and you vibrating already.
And we cussing.
Oh,
Dang. Yeah.
It took me 3 hours to
we're
edit
going to
the
blame
last
it on
episode.
this last you gave me, Deuce. I ain't going to cuss the rest of the
No cussing
episode.
for the first, what?
Just a few minutes.
First few minutes.
Yeah, for the first 5 minutes if you can.
I'm going to go the whole episode.
All right, do you?
I'm going to try.
You just made me finna curse.
I'm going to try.
Oh, sorry. Be lying. Sorry.
So how's everybody day? We all good?
Yes, sir.
Everybody's good?
Yes, it is. Hump day.
Hump day.
Is it? It is
Hey, we
Wednesday.
recorded. Hey, Punk, we recorded twice this weekend. This
Yes,
week.
sir. We here Saturday, right?
Yeah,
We need to do twice for a few weeks.
Yes, we do because we've been slacking. We done got a little comfortable.
And it's getting a little crunch too. I know I'm
Yeah,
I'm gonna have
summertime.
to be out of town.
Yeah, everybody
you
get
know.
summertime time plans.
Yeah.
All of that. Anyway, let's get right into it. We already late.
I'm late.
We already late, so
Hit dogs holler. I ain't say no names. I ain't point no fingers and no elbows.
I ain't said nothing.
All right.
Small talk. You was late. Let's work.
Wish-
It's all good. Keep that same energy though.
I don't got to worry about being late.
I know. I'm saying for the guests.
Wishing your ex a happy birthday.
Negative.
Fair or foul?
I'm going first. I want to go first.
Yeah.
Honestly, I really don't. I feel like it's foul, but it depends on the relationship. Because I'm not really contacting none of my exes about nothing, even their birthday. So it really is like, what you doing that for?
Mm-hmm.
But if we like friends, genuine friends, and we communicate anyway, then it ain't really it's not foul.
Big Suze, I see that neck
Because
moving
I'm
over
going
there.
back
I
and
see
forth
that.
about it. It's kind of
Please.
what he just said. Like, if y'all don't talk on your birthday. Like,
Right.
don't spark up a conversation because it's your birthday. We don't care.
Because somebody gonna want some
We don't
something.
care.
Somebody go on what?
Something. If I'm
It's because it's
contacting
my
you,
birthday. What you finna give me? You telling me happy birthday? What's up?
Is that happy birthday?
No, what's up? Just a happy birthday. I know what that do. What's up? You trying to bless me for my birthday? What's up? What you
How
reaching
you
out
trying to
for?
bless me, baby?
Yep.
Now, I feel like
Hello.
if you're like still friends, like on social media, if you just do like a quick, like I'm gonna say, if you see it come up like in your notifications, like it's okay to be like happy birthday, but to do like a
do you tell every person that pop up on your notification happy birthday?
No.
Exactly. So I ain't trying to hear that.
That's
But
why I'm on the side of
I
no.
ain't trying
Don't
to
do
argue.
it.
You already
Don't do
She
them.
me off
Leave
already.
it. Ow!
Talking about if it pop up in a notification. Hella birthdays pop
If you
up in
didn't have-
notifications and you ain't saying happy birthday. So
People
what
do
made
not
you
like
stop the
birthday
tip?
just
So
because
you
they-
like the
not like
let's
that.
get to, no,
Not like that. But I'm
let's
saying
get
like
to
if the breakup wasn't bad, it was mutual. It's just like, what's wrong with still saying happy birthday? I'm
What's
not saying-
wrong with it? You got people like me. As soon as I see your name pop up and you like happy birthday, you sliding? What's up? You was free? What's going on? You talking about happy birthday? Bless me. Say happy birthday to me. You know what I like? Say happy
I just
birthday
wanted to
me.
be like Grand Rising Queen. Hope you enjoy your day.
Mm-mm.
Have a blessed birthday.
Because you got people like me that want to know what's up. What's behind this? Don't like it. Don't love it. When I
You
say
trying
it's
to
my
link?
birthday, don't do none of that.
So we gotta be trying to link because I said happy birthday.
If you my ex, why are you reaching out?
You know
we
it's
ain't
my
talked
birthday. I feel like
all
you're trying
the
to
rest
bless
of
me.
the year. Why is you reaching out on my birthday? Exactly.
I guess. I mean, I think it's innocent. It could not be.
So why you don't tell everybody happy birthday when it pop up in your notification on social media?
Because maybe I don't like everybody.
So why you friends
So
with
that
them?
means you like me.
Exactly. Keep on digging this hole.
You like me.
Very platonic. Very platonic.
Y'all wasn't never platonic. It's your ex. Ain't platonic about that.
If we broke up 99 years ago.
Y'all ain't even still communicating.
You still saying happy birthday.
And you done moved on, got a husband or something, new dude, whatever.
We was
What
together
are
in
you-
college. Your first stint in college. We was
I mean, like if you bump into the person in person on that day,
Yeah,
you
that's
could
different.
say it. But sending a text, calling,
A text?
Facebooking, no, don't do it.
Post.
I was just gonna
No.
post on the
No.
wall.
No.
All of
post
it.
on the wall?
All
no.
of it.
No.
say
A post on the wall?
What I'm saying,
'Cause I
like that
definitely
people do
feel
on
special
Facebook. That's the
now.
only way you can
I
really say it.
definitely
You
feel
ain't even hit the
special.
inbox. You
Right,
put it for
you put it on my
everybody to see it.
wall.
What?
I knew
Oh,
you got
a plain
something for me.
ass happy
I
birthday.
know when May 1st roll around, it better be some on my wall. That's all I know.
I'm gonna
Don't
make
worry
a
about it.
special
She might
post
not
for
like
you.
you. She might
In
not
my
like
story.
you,
I'm
We ain't
gonna-
exes, but I know it better be since
make a
exes can
special
get
one.
post on. No, don't do
Make a
that.
special one. Don't
Don't do that.
One on my story.
Don't do
Add the
that.
song and everything. Pull
I was just
Pull out
playing.
Now you
I'ma
gotta
pull-
always take
look,
it too far.
I'm gonna pull out a throwback picture.
I'm gonna block you for about a week,
Wow, I'm gonna be blocked.
just so you don't do that. Then I got you back. But yeah, it don't make no sense. I mean, to me, I don't. Unless you still in contact with them and y'all like genuine friends, cool. Cause that happens from time to time. It's rare, but it happens. Then I can understand it. But
No, y'all
Yeah.
going with this ex, cause
so not at all. Period.
no, really, it's
Damn.
not. Because it's like once you, it's always the door open to do it again.
To do what
Say happy
again?
birthday again.
Nah,
Same time next year.
right,
Same time
nah,
next
that-
year, like-
I'm saying, but what if you talk to the person like
From time to time.
from time, yeah, like throughout, y'all genuine
They're leaving
friends
the
at
door
this
open
point?
for more. Because that's me. Any ex, sneak, link, whatever you were. If I had it once, I could get it again.
Lies,
For happy birthday?
lies. That's. I mean, I don't believe that anyway. I don't know.
Oh,
That's just me though. I don't know. I don't double back
That's
unless
him.
I want to.
And
I
that
didn't say
sense,
I
like,
was
women have
doubling
that.
back.
I'm
I'm
sa-
saying that if I wanted to, I could.
Yeah, nah. I don't know. I'm sure I had exes that felt like that, and nah, not if I ain't want to.
They had you said no.
Yeah, yeah. To plenty of people. I done left motherfuckers in hotel
don't get
rooms
it.
naked. Whatever.
Oh, that ain't never happened to me. I've never experienced.
Yeah, that's what the
that.
person told me too.
You said it's a first for everything.
Well, yeah, it is. Stop talking to me for about a month.
It's a first for everything.
It is.
All right. We done with that one?
Yeah, I'm glad though.
Huh?
I'm glad Mrs. Punk wasn't here.
Ooh, boy.
I wish she was, but
She'll be on.
yeah, next week I told her she ain't got no choice.
Who I want to go here?
Pick me.
All right, Punk. Are you the man of the house if your wife makes all the decisions?
I think that depends on. I think it depends really on the dynamic of it because like the man of the house is like if y'all partners, right? Which you should be partners. So we're gonna discuss everything anyway.
That ain't what he said. The question was, are you the man of the house if your wife make all the decisions?
The point is the wife, nobody really makes all the decisions. Like you discuss, have conversations, and then a decision is made. Sometimes is she going to make decisions that may be better for certain situations? Yes.
Sweetheart, we're not talking about that.
Right, we need you to answer the question.
No.
You deviate.
Direct the direct question.
Oh.
If she's making all
That ain't real.
the decisions.
I mean,
Okay,
no,
it might
but I
not-
don't
it
think
might
that's
not question.
It might be
That's the
literally all,
question.
but we know what we talking
No,
about.
no,
If
okay,
she
all
running
right.
the show,
Right.
if she running the show,
That's
we
the
move
question.
how
We're going to
we.
stick to the question.
Go ahead.
She wearing the skinny jeans. You ain't wearing them. She wearing them.
Big red. Stop starting with me. I mean, if she make all the decisions, then essentially, that's tough. I guess not. What I don't. It depends. Like what people. It really depends on how you look at what's being a man of the house. Like that's just. It's really a touchy situation. But essentially, no. If she make all the decisions, but I don't think that's realistic. That it's a woman making all the decisions.
I feel like as long as a person is making the right decisions, what's
It
wrong?
don't matter. Yeah.
It wouldn't be a problem. Like as long as it's the right decisions, like I'm not gonna fight you about it. What's to talk about?
That ain't answering the question either. I got to do you like you just did me because that was kind of beating around the bush. So
Big Suze.
is he man of the house or nah? We ain't
I
asking.
say yes.
He's still man of the house?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
How?
Yes.
What?
Man, how?
What? First of all, you got to figure out what makes the man of the house the man of the house. Is that him paying all the shit in the house, making sure everybody's straight, or is it solely about making the decisions? Because that break down to what if the woman the breadwinner, he's still the man of the house if he make, you know what I'm saying, make all the, he should still be the man of the house regardless. So it
I'm
really,
just gonna say so. That's kind of
No,
how
he-
I look
what?
at it. It don't matter.
In house. In the house.
No,
I ain't finna go there with you.
no.
I'm not finna go there
No.
with you.
What she say?
He the man
She
in the
talking
house.
I'm just talking
And that's
shit.
how Lil Johnny
But it
be
don't even
the
matter.
man of the
even
house
if
at
she was making
13.
more money, the man is still
It's the man, yeah. Like
The-
I'm gonna be
it
a,
does not change.
I don't disagree. I don't.
yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna be a man regardless. Like that don't really matter. But so I mean, it's really kind of, it just depends. But the man of the house gonna be the man of the house regardless, unless you just not the man of the house. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. It really ain't no other. I don't look at it no other way. That's like the woman of the house gonna be the woman of the house regardless.
Okay. So Punk, so if you had a guy that, you know, is in a relationship, this woman's the breadwinner.
I don't think if I know anybody like that.
She's making all the decisions. He don't move until she tell him to move.
That ain't what we
Okay,
was
now
talking
that's
about.
changing
That
the
ain't what we was
dynamics.
talking about.
That
Yeah,
definitely
ain't-
changed the
That ain't
dynamic.
what we was
making
talking
all
about.
the decisions. I just said.
No,
That's
making all the
changing the
decisions, and I
dynamics.
can't
Changing it.
move
Yeah,
unless
that's
you tell
different.
me
Yeah, that's
you
different.
can move.
That's a
Like,
difference.
yeah, that's some whole
no.
different
That's different.
stuff. That's completely different.
Tried to jam them up. They weren't going.
Nah.
They
Oh,
weren't
that's
trying to go.
different. That's
very different.
That's different. But from my perspective, it was from kind of like a perspective of that. Like, the man ain't really motivated. He just go to work and do
He
his
ain't
thing.
a man. I mean,
And when it comes to socializing, when it comes to accomplishments or goals, it's all based off of, you know, what the woman is bringing to the table. So that's what made me ask that question.
I mean, me personally, I don't think that's necessarily like, I'm not gonna say that's not a man, but I just think every individual should have their own goals and accomplishments that they trying to reach regardless. And as a man, a lot of that should incorporate your family, your wife, your whatever. So if you're not doing that, you lacking somewhere anyway. So I don't, it's not
Right.
really about who making the decisions. That's just a personal flaw or, like a trait that you just ain't got.
All right. We Vee Chat, you want to go in on that or you?
I agree with him.
What? Say that.
I agree.
That sounded good. That's why your mic wasn't up.
I agree with Suzie.
All right. Let me ask y'all this. All right. Are arranged marriages better, and do black parents need to be more involved in their kids' romantic relationship?
No.
What? No.
No, I don't feel like parents should be involved
You
in
ain't
their
got
kids,
enough
but
liquor.
when they're adults,
No, I'm talking
No.
about when they're younger. So I'm talking about like let's
Wait, can we
tie
do
that
one
in
at
with
a
the.
time?
One question at a time.
Yeah, 'cause
'Cause
Well,
that's
two
two
different questions.
But here's my thing. Let's open. Let's hold on.
Oh, I see.
Let's
why.
broaden our
Yeah,
mind.
I
Let's
do see
let's
why
open
it's
up a
like-
little bit.
let's
Let's
ask
get a little
both
deeper.
questions
Come
again.
on,
Ask
come
both
on.
questions
Let's.
again.
All right, I did it for a reason. All right. Are arranged marriages better? Arranged marriage. So when when they're young, when they're kids, when they're before they're all damaged, and
Before they damaged. Might be damaged from the parents, but okay.
And do black parents need to be more involved in their kids' romantic relationship? Kids.
It's hard to answer this. Is arranged marriages, but I don't know nobody that was ever in an arranged marriage.
That's why I was trying to
So it's
bring
hard
it.
to say that, to answer that first one.
Punk, go ahead. You look like you ready. You look like you ready.
I ain't
Vee Chat,
got no
nothing?
daughter, so I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I
Vee-
feel like a parent can choose who they think may be suitable for their child or
They'll be
teenager.
thinking for themselves.
But exactly, but it's just like, are you
What you
really
think.
looking for traits and qualities that will like mesh with your child, or are you looking at like the mistakes that you've made, the things that you've been
Arranged
through?
marriages is usually about the money. So really that's what
All
like
about
all that
relationship-wise,
personality
yeah.
traits, there ain't nobody. I don't know what
It's
this
out the
person's
window.
son is, so that don't really matter. It's
Is it about the money or the
Arranged
support
marriages?
system? Is it about the money or the support
From my
system?
opinion,
I
it
think
was about the money.
I think arranged marriages was more so about the money
elite
and what
families you want to make.
with elite families. Yeah.
And is that legacy?
Yeah.
I said, hell, I don't know not one person.
Well,
I mean, I don't
have
either.
some- yeah.
I don't think it's necessary. I don't know if it's bad,
Right,
but I
can't
feel
really
I
answer
believe that people should. I'm naive. I think people should marry for love,
Okay.
not for the rest of the.
Okay,
So to me, I don't think you should arrange marriages because I would have wanted if my mama told me you got to marry this girl, and I don't have no type of connection with her and I mean nothing. I'm gonna have an issue. Like we don't even connect. We don't vibe. We don't nothing. Like how you expecting me to spend life with her? So I think it's more about that. So arranging that is hard to me. So I don't think
You don't
that.
think you can grow in love? You can grow to love?
I mean, you could, but that's a 50-50.
I ain't trying.
That's a
I don't
toss-up.
know.
You gambling.
I want all my stuff to
aren't
be
you
organic.
gambling the other way as well?
I want my.
I mean, but at least
With
you
this
going
divorce
off
rate.
of something that you got.
I'd
out there. It
rather
was
gamble
some
on
type
me.
Of connection that made me even like you. So we starting off with something. Arranged is we starting off with nothing.
Let me gamble on me
Well-
and how I feel, than gambling on you and how you feel.
Yeah.
Like I don't. You ain't me.
And some arranged marriages, so like you do meet the person yourself, but it's still like the culture is involved. So
Right.
we met each other, we like each other. Now we go to our parents, and they're on our first dates, and they go to all our dates, and they bring their families, and it's not like, okay, I never met you before. Like some arranged marriages are like that. I never met you before
Like
a day
they
in my
actually-
life.
right.
But some
They
are
actually
like
date.
they actually date, get to know each other. Families
Am I
come
even
together.
attracted to
Right,
this
that's what I'm saying.
person?
Okay, but
It's
after
like-
you meet and date, what if I decide like I still don't like you? Like there's nothing there. Like, do you still have to marry this
After
person?
you-
No, the woman has
Wait.
the right in some cultures. In some cultures, the woman has the right.
After
to
you
reject.
meet,
no.
am I even physically attracted to you?
What you mean?
After I meet this person, am I even physically attracted? What if I'm not even physically attracted to this person? I'm still supposed to go on these dates to see if I like them mentally?
I believe so.
Nah, I'm good on that.
Okay, so you guys don't think that black parents should be more involved in their kids' romantic relationships around that age of, coming up 15, 16, 17,
I think
18?
so. I think so.
Why do you say?
I think so because it just gives like a perspective of knowing before. Been there, done that. You still giving it from another perspective of just letting them wing it and be out here doing.
So
They
yeah, I
don't-
think that you can give advice. You
Yeah,
can talk to
don't
them about your experiences,
try to
but as far
tell
as being
them.
like hands on in a relationship, I don't know if
What is hands on?
Like, just like being super involved in the relationship, like.
Introducing them to people.
Yeah, I ain't doing none of that.
Yeah, I won't do that either.
See, and this is where I wanted to go with that. So
Oh,
you
yeah, that
you
arranged.
there you go. So you don't want to introduce your kid to somebody, but you can't. That means you can't be mad with who they bring home.
I ain't never mad with who my kids bring home. If you bring somebody home that's popped or whatever, I'm just
down
gonna
like
talk
them.
about them. It don't
Right.
matter.
I'm
Not
down
to
like them.
them, but you
As long
gonna
as
hear
they're not
about it.
treating you
But
bad.
I don't care who my kids bring home. You gotta like them. You gotta spend time with them. I don't.
Black people, we so bad. We
So
gonna
if
talk about them.
I am.
They
Yeah.
look funny.
Yeah.
They act funny.
Yeah.
We gonna talk about they.
I know my kids be mad at
We
us,
gonna talk
but
about them.
I mean, I don't. That was one thing I think my mom kind of was always like. She couldn't pick who she wanted me to be with because she don't have to be with them.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, I still want my kids to be happy. So regardless of who I want you to be with, if you're not happy with that person, it don't matter. Like you could want somebody that I think is unattractive, no good for you, whatever. But if you love it, who am I to tell you not to? Because I don't have to go home with them. I don't have to spend time with them. I don't have to go on dates with them. I don't have to do none of that. If it's making you feel good and you happy, why am I trying to stop that?
I mean, okay, well, this is the thing. This is the thing I got to say about that.
Go
Now,
ahead.
if I see something bad or some traits or whatever, I'm gonna say something. I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, don't be with them," or
Yeah.
da da
Right,
da.
yeah, you gonna
But
advise
if
your
you
kids.
see some red flags or I see some I don't like or something I should have asked, I'm gonna speak up.
Yeah, you should. Them
I'm
still your
definitely
kids.
gonna speak up. Now, if you decide to
Continue
ride that
on.
ride,
That's-
you got to
that's
deal with
you.
the consequences.
Right.
But if I see something that I could say something about ahead of time to try to help you out,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I told my son his girlfriend was anyway. And he ain't believe it and kept riding that wave and then he found out that she was anyway. And,
Hey.
he got to learn on his own though, you know.
But
I can only tell you.
I'm surprised, like how she said, I could tell you about traits that I see, but as a parent, you don't want to observe good traits in somebody and be like, damn, they may be good for my son or my daughter.
Yes, but I don't want to force my son, or I ain't got daughters, but I don't want to force my kid to feel like they have to date someone or be with someone because the traits
It's not a forced thing. I'm just saying.
I mean, but that's arranged is almost like this is what y'all gonna do. But introducing them to someone is a different thing. Hey, this a nice girl. I like her. Whatever. Which has happened with my.
We on the second question. We talking about
being more involved.
yeah,
in
more
your kids'
involved. So
life.
we ain't talking about forcing, but I'm just saying like
Just
we
being
ain't
involved.
we ain't helping our kids when it comes to relationships. We like Big Sue said, just let them go out into the world and swing around and just try to figure the shit out. Like from my
we
opinion.
should be more involved.
From my opinion, we
My
need to be more
ultimate-
involved in our
yeah.
kids' relationships and who they dealing with. That's just my opinion. Not force them, but
Right, I'm not forcing
like,
nothing.
I feel
But-
like you can
but you
guide,
know-
give you can guide, tell them about experiences, things that you've done, and you can like guide them. But ultimately, like the decision is theirs. Like they're not gonna.
You know the heart. You know what your kids gonna do. You
Yeah,
gonna
is that
tell them
opposite?
all this good stuff about this person and the reasons
But
they
the
should
thing
talk
is
to them.
you just speak up because sometimes you never know. A lot of times, well, I can definitely say about my own child, and I say this because I put my child in therapy over a year ago, and she never broke the confidentiality. But one thing that she do always remind me of, always speak, always encourage, always give you a point because she was like, you don't know, but in them sessions, she hold what you say value, what you think and what you feel. It holds a lot of weight in her mind and in her heart. So when you not speaking up, you think they ain't listening. They be listening.
Yeah, and I mean from personal experience, like being a son. Damn, I don't really want to say this. I'm almost. Nah, I ain't gonna say it. But from
So
personal,
now we getting half-ass answers.
Man,
hard.
That's a
this
half-ass
ain't the most
answer.
uncut
Alright,
no more. This is not the
Damn.
most uncut
So-
no
That's a
more.
half-ass
We
answer.
watered down ever since we've been
Give
monetized.
us-
We watered down as
It's tough.
hell.
It's
Give
tough.
us a
'Cause
real answer.
from personal experience, I'm pretty sure I didn't marry the person my mother would have wanted me to marry.
Okay.
Out of all the people that I've ever dated, right? But my mother also held the thought process that I don't have to go home with them. I don't have to want to be with them. I don't have. Did she grow to love my wife and look at her like a daughter and all of that? Absolutely. But initially, was it like, oh yeah, you should be with her? No. So I still did what I wanted to anyway. Like
But you know
all
what?
the
When I say that, it ain't even that. It just be like, is this the person my mother will want me to be with or not? It be other qualities though. You get what I'm saying? That you instill
Yeah.
into your kids. It's other qualities. It ain't just got to be. Because you know what I'm saying? Because first of all, that's who you with. You date, you see everything. I don't. I'm getting the watered down version and making an opinion. But at the end of the day, is what I said to you or I taught you or your values or whatever. You clearly got to be seeing some of that.
And that's what I'm getting at. Like my mom from face value was like, why would you go that route instead of previous routes? And for me, it was like, because the qualities that I admire about you, or that that I would want in a person from you instilling things in me, that's the person. She couldn't
That's
see
it
it,
right there. Yeah.
but she's fixated on something different because she's looking at it like that's my son. So she wants certain qualities and certain things and want to see me be treated a certain way. So sometimes even as parents, like your view of that is skewed. And then even having a son, like my son got a friend that we don't care if she come to the house, holidays, whatever. Like I think my wife got her phone number and to call her, or she'll text her, hey, ma. And it's like, you coming over for dinner or whatever? But they don't date. He don't like her. I think mostly because his
Come
mama
on,
like
you
her.
putting your son business on.
He know. But that's not who he see. That's not who he's dating or want to be with or whatever it is. And it's like, but your mama like her because of the person that she see that she is. And sometimes just as kids, you gon'
that don't mean he gotta be
exactly. And sometimes kids gonna do the opposite of what their parents want them to do just because they rebelling against what their parents want them to do.
And see, that's why I wanted us to dig deep. I'm glad you got deeper. And I'll be frank too, like from my perspective, like with my wife, my mom was on the same thing, like. And then she white too. Who this white you bring it around? You know what I'm saying? Like, just you come on, do not act like y'all don't know what it is. Who is this? You know what I'm saying? But from my opinion, you was not involved in any way of like my relationships growing up. I didn't get no advice. You didn't push no ladies' mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't tell me what to go for. You didn't show me nothing. So when I bring something home, you can't say shit. It is what it is. Sorry, Mama. I'm just telling stories.
Mama, I love you.
I'm just keeping it 100. Goddamn. But like you said, they love each other now. That's her daughter. That's her daughter-in-law and everything. Like they love each other now. But
You grow.
yeah. But initially it was like, who is this? And it's like, well, you ain't. What? I'm out here figuring
I didn't
it
know
out.
what I was supposed to do.
I'm figuring it out. I'm figuring it out like everybody else. Well, at least I thought. All right. Vee Chat, anything?
No. I said what I had to say.
Okay. Big Suze?
No, we got it.
Okay.
We got that.
Cool. Let me bring up this next topic. Let's see if I can get in the notes real quick. Oh, here we go. Who I want to go to?
Question.
Right.
Don't go to me first.
I'm gonna go to Vee Chat first. Vee Chat. There is no such thing as too much sex. Facts or cap?
Come to me last.
No such thing. I think there I think there can be something like where it's too much sex because say when you first meet, y'all been intimate every day, 2-3 times a day.
That's
then
too
you
much.
go down like you want. I'm saying like and then like your person expects this like all the time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I think so. So I feel like if you can't finish the way you started off.
Why
then
can't
it's
you
like,
finish the way you started off?
I'm saying if you can't. I don't know. It could be a multitude of reasons. Life can get in the way. Fuck life. I could be tired.
Here we go
I could
with the
not
life
like
thing.
you.
Right.
I could not be in the mood.
Right.
There could be a million reasons as to why I don't want to hunt you 99 times a week.
Like I used to.
Like I used to, right? It could be a lot of things. Not saying that I don't desire you the same. Not saying that we don't do it.
You can't.
Why can't we go from hunting 99 times a week to like 9 to 10 times a week? That's an exaggeration.
So you want me to
No,
cut back
exaggeration.
90%?
Okay, let's say this.
Different.
Y'all doing it like 2 to 3 times a day, and you cut down to like once a day. What would be the problem with that? I feel like
There's no problem with that. Like you give like this big ass easy example. The real is like you go from let's say once a day to once a week. It's a big problem with that.
It is.
oh. I feel like sometimes, especially as the relationship matures,
Other
I
shit
feel
happen.
like some
Life.
weeks you might have sex once a week. Some weeks you might do it 8 to 10 times a week. I just feel like it's just different. Like your moods, like what's going on in life. Like what's going on.
I think that sometimes you can't. You got work, you got kids, you got whatever. So I feel like when it's stuff like that, it will fluctuate. But now if you just talking about you just saying, no, I don't want to do it, I got a problem with it. Like if you telling me it's other stuff that we can't control that's making you not do it, I'm understanding. But I don't understand that you just like, no, motherfucker, I just said no. Because I said no. No, I don't like that. I don't like it.
Susie taking
to
the
him.
knee
Talk to
Susie taking the knee
Talk to him. Now I want to reel them.
Problem.
I need to reel y'all back. I need to reel y'all in.
Reel 'em in,
The
Deuce.
question is there a such thing as too
No.
much sex?
No.
Suze, Punk, it's on you now.
No.
Not at all. I mean, unless
She said-
unless we done had sex like 4 times and my raw can't really feel nothing.
I feel
Like
like
I
if
can
sex-
understand.
I say this, no. I
According
feel
to the
like
chemistry
if-
at the
Yeah,
end of the
absolutely.
day.
if
You're gonna go
sex
to the
gets in the way
chemistry.
of you guys doing other things like other thing, I'm saying if sex gets in the way of like you actually say if you just meeting somebody, if it gets in the way of you really getting to know this person, or this is all y'all doing, y'all not going out, y'all not. I'm saying if y'all trying to be in a relationship, I feel like it can be too much. That's just me. I think it can be. It's circumstantial, but I think it could.
I
be.
mean, well, at the end of the day, then that's what you there for. Look it up.
I guess. I don't know.
If that's what we good at, let's do what we good at.
But what if I like you? What if I want to go out on dates? What if I want to know what the fuck your favorite color is?
Just go there, ask them questions, and we
While
gonna
we
have
fucking?
sex after the fact.
You know, no. You know what no.
Go ahead,
See,
Big Sue.
that's what people problems are. If you wanted to get to know me and go out on dates, that's what the fuck we should have been doing
That's what
instead
I'm
of
saying.
hunching all day. So now I
Yeah, we
expect to hunch all day. I don't care about your day. I don't care to get nothing to eat. I ate before I came because I knew it
That's
was a marathon.
okay. No, that's
You
no,
know?
that's like sneaky link territory.
I
I feel like that's sneaky link territory. Like where it's just
So
like.
are
it is
we
what it
talking
is.
about people that's
Relationships,
just
right.
having sex, or are we talking about relationships?
Right.
We asking is there such thing as too much sex? Whatever the
No.
freaking circumstance
Okay,
is
now if
there
it's a sneaky
such
link
thing as too much?
situation, or if it's just like
It's
some sad
not.
shit, it's like nah, because it's
But
the
it
way
don't
it
even
is.
gotta be sneaky link because I'm a single. I got people where it's just like it's not a sneaky link. You single and I'm single, but we choose that we know what type of relationship we
Right,
got.
that's what I'm saying,
But
right.
that's why you define relationships in the
That's true,
beginning.
yeah, true.
Because if you start out that you just hunching and kicking it, that's what I'm gonna expect when I come over here.
Vee
Don't tell me the
Chat,
truth.
your answer is if you a sneaky link, no, but if you in the relationship, yes.
No, what I'm saying is like if only I'm not saying yes if you're in a relationship. What I'm saying is if it gets in the way of doing other shit like us
Her answer
getting
was
to know-
exactly what you said.
Okay,
She's
'cause
altering
that's-
it at this point,
Yeah.
but you're gonna let her alter it.
I'm not. I said this already.
Alter your
I said
shit.
if sex gets in the way of you getting to know the person, of y'all
If it's
doing
your
other
sneaky link,
shit.
how much you trying to
I'm
get
not
to
saying
know them?
sneaky link. We talking. Are we not talking about relationships right now? I'm confused.
Well, you told her if it's your sneaky link, then
Well, if it's a
it
sneaky
ain't no
link or
such
some
thing
side
as too much
shit,
sex.
I'm not saying it's too much, but I'm saying like you know what you're there for. At that point, you know what you're there for. So there's no like whether I catch feelings or not. It's not like this is what we doing. This is what we know. This way.
No, see, that's
These are the
people's
standards.
problem.
These are the standards
Establish
that
what we doing in the beginning.
That's what I'm saying. This is what we
Don't come
establish.
over
This is
here
what we
and hunch
doing.
me all the goddamn time and then tell me you want to have an intimate conversation.
Why can't we have an intimate conversation after we done?
Yeah.
See how I feel when you done hunching.
Oh yeah, I'm okay with that. We can hunch then talk.
Yeah, let's see how I feel afterwards. But come do what I know you feel.
I'm okay
do.
with
That thing I
I'm
like.
okay with talking while cuddling and shit after we. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
if-
cool. But
But that's what people biggest
Yeah,
mistakes.
it's not defining
set
things,
things
standards.
and define
Yeah,
things at the
define-
beginning, and
set
then it won't be
standards and boundaries.
confusion
Yeah.
later.
that shit is complicated because most people don't really want to know exactly. No, they don't want to abide by exactly what it is. Or I don't know. Maybe I just had issues with that. Cause I feel like I'm always honest with people,
That's
and
me.
I'm like,
I'm being
hey,
honest.
we could do this,
Don't tell
I
me
don't
one
want
thing and
this.
try to do another.
and I don't want that. And then it turned into like they would want some other shit, and I'm just like,
But do you cross boundaries? Are you like
what
are
is
you,
crossing
are you, like, talking too much?
boundaries?
Talking. I'm
What
saying
is
like
talking too much?
say if it's just like we just gonna do whatever, like when I hit you or whatever, but then now all of a sudden like it's Grand Rising Queen. Y'all talking all day, like y'all texting, talking all day, like you actually like paying attention to like what she's doing. Of course, this
Do you know how much energy it takes to text?
or talk on the phone, whatever.
Do you know how much energy it takes?
Yes.
0.
Shit,
It
you a
do take
motherfucking
energy. It
zero
take
ass
time.
lie.
That's why I said maybe I'm the
It's
wrong
time
person.
and
I don't
effort
think
because
that
you could
shit
be doing
take
other
energy.
things in that time.
I am doing other things in that time. I'm driving. I'm at work. I'm at
You
the
should
store.
not be driving and
I'm with my
texting. That's
kids. I'm
dangerous.
doing a bunch of other
You should not
stuff
be
during
driving
that
And that, was his, and that was
time.
his first thing he said. That's
I'm driving.
horrible.
I'm with my kids. Like,
I'm just being honest. Like, it takes no energy to text. It takes no energy to talk. I got AirPods, whatever. To
Yeah,
me,
it takes
and
a hell of
maybe
energy
that's,
to text and talk.
that's why I said you is nothing but to this girl or whoever's like, damn, like
And
he
that-
texting me
see?
all day.
What
We
you say?
talking all day.
to who?
But it's a girl. Or
I'm
assuming right.
All right. That's
Well, I
all.
just
That's
want
really
to
what
know.
I was getting at. I just ain't want to put it on nobody. But since you
Okay.
did for me, thank you.
What?
I don't know what he's talking about.
To the girl, per Vee Chat. Vee Chat
V
said
Chat
that.
didn't say that.
You don't lie.
did.
to the girl, all the talking and texting is extra shit.
I'm saying to
that they
somebody that's
start.
already interested, like, yeah, say.
We both interested, and that's
But
the
no,
point
like,
of me
you're- that's
telling
the
you
thing.
exactly
You're
what it
interested in,
is.
like,
That
one thing exactly. You're interested in
Yes.
like punching, doing whatever.
Right.
And she's like, damn, like, well, if I give him what he wants, then maybe I could change. Maybe
Now
he'll
that
change his
sound
mind.
like that's her fault.
Manipulation.
Right, exactly, it is her fault. I'm not saying that. It's, I'm not saying that it's the guy's
That
fault.
sound real
Manipulation.
I'm not saying it's
personal.
the guy's fault, but if he's feeding into it, he's doing all
how
these things.
am
It's
I
like, how do
feeding
you?
into it?
I'm telling you, texting and talking because it's nothing to you, but it's something to
Right,
her.
it's
So what I'm
nothing.
saying, I'm
That's
not
her
saying that it's not your. I'm not saying it's your
His
fault.
Men do the same thing, and that's,
That's what I'm
your
saying.
fault, sweetheart, not mine.
Fact, and I completely agree because like you can't. If somebody tell you what it is from jump, like you can't change their mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you go into it, think you can change your mind, like you only setting yourself up. So I know I completely agree with that. But I'm just saying, just sometimes like just set your boundaries and just stick with them. That's all I'm saying.
That's the point, and that's all right there. Set the boundaries.
What up? I don't know.
Go ahead.
And
Bun.
set them early.
I just don't know. I don't know. I guess maybe I'm just not like a real.
Rigid. You're not a rigid person.
I don't know. I'm not like a. I guess I don't mind communicating with people. So like you texting me and talking to me and shit, it's not a big deal for me. Like whatever. It is what it is. Like, but that's the person I am. I'm like a fucking therapist or something. So we can talk. It really don't.
He's a therapist.
It really don't matter. You'll be. I don't know. But I'm not.
He's a
Let me not.
therapist.
I'm
Where you
not
get your degree at? Where you get your
He's
degree
a
at?
therapist.
Where you get your degree from? Where you get your degree from?
Down in Florida.
Oh, with the nurses. With the nurses.
But not, I mean, like,
hey, Punk,
that's
Punk, hold on.
what's up, Deuce?
Punk, so you don't have anything in your life that requires like 100% of your like undivided attention?
At this point, I'm not talking about like right now, But yeah, at this point, yeah, I got a family. To me, that shit is like they require 100% of my whatever. If they call, if they need me, then that's what it is. But before I had a family, whatever, like I was accessible. So if you want to text and call or whatever, yeah, I'm there. I don't care because the shit is nothing to me to for you to call me and vent or talk or whatever, and I'm driving or
You got good patience, then.
that. To me, that's what I'm saying. Like that's just I really went to school for psychology, but that's just
You got good patience.
that's just me. Like I don't mind listening to
When
people
overtext
talk.
me, I be like, what?
And see, I don't. It really ain't. It wasn't a big deal. So to me, it's like it's looking like I'm there for all this other shit, and I'm honestly the person that's like, cause I believe in what you need from me, and telling you what I need from you. So if you want communication, we can communicate.
And I pull up.
When I pull up, I need you to bust it open. And we Gucci. Like, I'm going to give you what
see,
you
that's
want.
what she's saying, whereas people blur those lines of,
But
you
to
giving
me,
what I
those-
want, I'm giving you what you want.
Yeah.
Then they feel like that's becoming more.
But why if we have a
'Cause
this
most
is
people
what
do
you
dumb
want
shit
and
like
this
that.
is what
Feelings
I
and
want.
emotions get
People
evolved.
do that.
Exactly. It's going to happen regard when you're communicating with somebody on the regular, feelings and emotions going to get involved. 9 times out of 10, that's what the fuck happened. And it just is what it is. I had to learn that the hard way. But it just is. Because I was one of them people, my feelings and emotions weren't getting involved like that. I was looking at people like, you a friend. I'm listening to you. You talk about your shit. I give you advice. Da 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 da. Then you want to fuck. And I'm like, no, I ain't on that. I'm married.
They
You know
been
that.
wanting to fuck.
Yes, probably.
They been wanting
That's
to
why
fuck.
I had to learn. Because my wife definitely used to be like, you naive as fuck. And I'm just like, nah, we just
They
cool.
wanted to fuck before the talk.
But-
They kept talking, waiting on you.
Thinking
to
it was
say
gonna
you
change.
ready.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I wasn't that person that I'm thinking like, oh, this conversation is finna lead to more. No, if that's what I'm on, I'm gonna tell you, no, this is what I wanna do. Tell me what you want so I can tell you what
was
I want.
naive.
Huh?
You was being naive, it sound like.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
He's
I
just a
just
nice
wasn't. I just
person.
wasn't. That's how I was taking it. Like I'm
They
just
was
a nice
getting you in the
person.
comments one day for that. Like,
The
ain't no
naive
way.
shit.
Yeah, ain't no way he
Man,
ain't no
bro.
blah, blah, blah.
It's man, it's
So
crazy.
you naive in that department.
No, not no more.
Not no more.
I
I
learned.
know.
Yeah, I learned.
You live and you learn.
You live and you learn.
You live and you learn.
Or you die.
can't be accessible to everybody. Can't be nice to everybody. You can't. Because I'm really like a lover. And then I guess people could just feel that. So I don't want to. Yeah, I learned. Live and
This
learn.
is the part of the show where Punk just talks himself up to be the greatest man in the world.
I ain't say that.
Tinder profile.
Tinder. I ain't never been on that.
Okay, next topic. Enough of me hating on Punk. No hate. No, it's all
It's
love,
all
baby.
love.
All
It's
love,
just
all
all
the
love.
time.
You know where I come from.
Yep. So I want to ask this: do good marriages still end up with a divorce? Can that still happen with a good marriage? Punk, you look like you got an answer.
Honestly, I don't know. Like I was
It's so contradicting.
I was watching I watched a video or something and I'm talking about that. And it ain't make sense to me. Like there's no way I got a good person, you got a good person, but we can't make this work.
You know what? To me, when you first said it, it sounds so crazy and bizarre. But you really do got people that fuck up shit because they believe this is too good to be true.
Right, and that's and see
You got people that will fuck something up because it's just like they can't believe. this is
Yeah,
too
then
good
it
to be
ain't
true.
good.
This ain't
It
finna be
wasn't
right.
good then.
Something gonna happen or some woo woo when everything is going
Good.
right.
It wasn't good. That's like self-sabotage.
What you guys say?
Nothing.
That's a lie. I saw them lips.
So answer the question.
Huh?
Who?
Can good marriages still end in divorce?
I didn't need you to repeat the question.
Just in case.
Shit. I that's It doesn't make sense to me. It don't.
But
It
it's a
doesn't make
such
sense.
thing as
There is
self-sabotaging.
definitely self-sabotage, but then
Well,
if
you will fuck up
self-sabotage, then
something
it's not
good.
like
I guess the question is, how good was it if you're self-sabotaging?
right, exactly. Like,
Because I can't
what
imagine,
was it
like,
bad that you couldn't work out. Like, what happened that you
That's
couldn't
the
work
thing.
out?
Nothing
Nah.
was bad, right?
Nothing was bad.
Nothing was bad.
That one bad.
But
Or maybe
people
they just
are
pick-
self-sabotaging. They
people
just can't
change
believe that
self-sabotage.
This is good and working for
But
me.
then people change every day. Maybe what they
is that
wanted.
because people are always looking for something else?
Or look
It
at,
could be
or
that.
they're just
or
looking in the bad or something. You know how people always feel like it
may
gotta
not
be
even
a
be
bad, or
bad,
it gotta
just
be a
some- I just-
negative.
Um,
So you always looking for that negative that ain't even there.
it could be that. But if a good marriage ended in divorce, at some point one of the
These
people
not hard today because I ain't never seen it. But go ahead.
Maybe.
These been hard
I had to
today.
cook up today, baby. I had to cook up
I feel like-
today.
I feel like sometimes maybe
Years
people
of
just
life.
change. Maybe people just change, and it's just like, this is what I thought I wanted. This is what I pray for. This is what I manifest.
But see, it's not
But
what
it's
I
not
thought I
what-
wanted because he said nothing was wrong,
No,
right?
that's what I'm saying.
It's
Like
what
the
you
married
wanted.
life. That's what I'm saying. Like what you want. Like you wanted to be married. You wanted to have the family. You wanted to have the kids. And then you could get in it, and then it could just be like,
This
damn,
ain't what I
this
wanted.
is not what I. It's not what I thought it was gonna be. It's not playing out the way maybe I
Oh,
wanted
okay.
it
Then
to.
the shit wasn't good because mentally and whatever, you were somewhere else. It's not truly where you want it to be. So the shit will never be good to you in a sense because you somewhere else.
Well,
No, I
but
think I'm gonna use this example. It's gonna sound
It'll look
horrible.
good to the outside
right,
world.
it's
gonna
good
sound
on
horrible.
paper.
Yeah,
It's
no.
like
It'll look
it's like
good
it's
to
good
the
on
outside
paper.
world.
Wait,
right?
let
having
me hear
kids,
this, yo. Go ahead.
having children. I always thought that I wanted to have 2-3 kids. I'm gonna be this awesome mom. You know, I have my one kid, and I love him to death. Like I wouldn't trade him for the world. But if I could go back and do it again, I wouldn't have any children.
That's understandable.
So that's what I'm saying. Like I wouldn't. Like I love my son to death. I
And that don't
wouldn't-
mean having kids ain't a good thing.
No, I'm not saying it's not a good thing.
No, I'm not
just saying,
saying.
I just don't feel
I'm
like,
agreeing with you. I'm just saying.
Right,
Like,
I just feel like
Can't get rid of that kid, fortunately.
okay. I know. I try. I'll be asking about dropping him off at the fire station. But
you go get DCFS.
Exactly.
DCFS.
exactly. Yeah. Nah, but for no, like my son, like I wouldn't trade him for anything. But I do feel like
And see, I don't know. I don't feel that way.
Yeah, it's like- it's a catch-22.
I completely understand where she's coming from. It's one of them things that when they say, knowing what you know now, what would you do different? And it's just like,
I would
I
just
ain't
do it
saying I'm
later.
trying to erase these kids, but some stuff I'm going to do different and you might not be here because I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, nah, all my kids would have been here. I don't know if I would. Never mind. But all my kids would have been here.
No, because me,
Yeah.
no, me and my children's father hate when I say this. Me, I don't believe in multiple kids. I had twins. I was devastated. Like, what?
The universe had
I
a
did
different-
not. I don't. I'm a person that don't believe in that. Then I had twins, and they got different birthdays. They not identical. What the fuck type twins is this? Like, and now this what? I love them though. Let me not say because they're a little rough patch.
All I know
Baby.
is
But all
I
I'm
was shooting the
saying
club up
is,
when I
at
left
the
the
end
house
of the
today,
day,
my son was in the washer. When I left the house today, my son was
I'm
in
saying
the
is just
fucking
like-
washer. Okay.
DCFS.
all I know is
he claimed that
I
bitch
was shooting the
himself.
club
But I
up
love them,
regardless. So
though,
the kids was gonna be here.
Yeah,
It is
I
what
love
it is.
them.
Like,
But I'm just saying, if
I was
I
shooting
had
the
a
club up
choice,
regardless. The kids
if
was gonna
I
be
had
here.
a choice to be like, "Here, do you want some twins like before they were here?" I would have been like, no.
My mama told me she ain't recommend kids, and my ass was like, "Nah, I want kids, 2 of them." Let me hit that deuce.
Talking about well, you knew it.
I knew I wanted at least 2, boy and girl. It ain't work out for me, but you know, I knew I was having kids. So I know if fans are best about
I
it.
knew I wanted
Well,
one,
at least I
but
think
I had one.
As long as my shit was active, I was gonna have kids.
Me and that first one did good. Then when them twins came, I guess this what I was like. I guess this what we doing. Let's go.
I was shooting the club up, and I'm not really a fan of so
right,
it
all
was gonna happen.
Enough of your
I was
shooting
shooting the club up, you know, because I'm shooting clubs up regardless.
We know you shooting
I
the
was.
club
shut
up.
the club up, and I don't want no So we shooting the club up and we gonna have these kids.
So
Like,
he knew he was having kids.
Yes,
This was
absolutely.
part of the plan, regardless if it's planned or not.
No, not exactly, but somewhat.
I like how y'all changed the topic, but it's
I think
cool.
we did.
It's cool. It's all right. I'm
think
gonna
we
move
did.
on. This might be one of the last one or one of the last ones. So let's
Ask
make
that
it
last
fun.
question.
Let's make it fun.
It's a fun question.
Ask that last
Yeah.
question.
It's a fun topic.
What's that last question?
We finna laugh. Come on.
So like I've said before, we're not talking about ourselves here. We're just giving perspective. Nobody's telling on themselves. We're not revealing anything.
No, we finna tell on ourselves.
are
No, we are.
I'm not.
I'm not.
talking about me.
Nah, my son really wasn't watching. He really was.
We talking about the next topic.
Yeah,
I
right,
ain't talking
right.
about me.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Whatever
We
this
are
next topic
just
is.
talking.
Yeah.
All right.
Good conversation.
Back when? Back in the day. Back in the day. Before you knew your wife, before you knew your husband, before you knew your spouse, back when you was you might have. I don't know what you was doing. But why did you hit and quit it?
The head was horrible.
Can you say that again while you on camera?
Oh, the head was horrible.
Yeah, I don't like that. Like, I don't like that. Somebody
like
had
that.
did that. Like, let me tell y'all something.
Your answer the same, Big Sus?
Yeah,
Okay.
like
Penis
I don't
was
like
little.
nobody. Y'all ever know like a cat? Like when y'all see them licking they milk.
What it look like? Wait, what it look like? What it look like?
I don't
That's-
like that.
I'm
I don't
just
like
curious.
that. Don't
I
do
don't
that
watch
to
cats
me.
eat. What
You know what a kitten is
Big
licking
Sus.
milk out of
You know
what
what
it look
You
like.
know exactly what I'm
So
talking
what? How it's supposed to be done?
like a passionate tongue kiss.
Yes, exactly.
Like a passionate kiss.
Not like no kitten licking no milk out that little bowl.
Or
Oh
clean
no, yeah, no.
If you're gonna be in it, get in it.
Hello. I don't like that, and I won't call you back for that type of shit. Don't do that to me.
Bad head.
That's at the top
That'll
of the
get
list.
you hit. That'll get you hit and quit. All right.
Because foreplay comes first. We ain't even got to the sex
That's
part.
true. That is very true.
That might be.
That is very true.
That might be the best. Damn, we might just need to
555. Remember what I told you? 555.
Hey, you know what? If I had this, okay. Disclosure. This was before I was married. Before me and my current husband now are broken up. This guy gave me the worst head
We did.
in life. Like it was like a puddle of slop under my. The head was so bad, and then I had the audacity to turn
You
over
said that. Wait, what?
and be like, "So what are we? We're nothing. You're about to go. Like you need to leave, sir."
Hold on. So the deal breaker was how much saliva was present?
No, the head was horrible. The
Okay.
head was horrible.
Okay.
Plus, there was
Then he had too
a
much.
puddle of under my. Like it was disgusting. Like what are we? We're nothing. Like you're about to go. Like you put me out. Yes. Like just go and get your shit, get your britches and get the out.
Deuce, you okay with a puddle of under your after the head?
I mean, it might be different for guys. You know, they like it a little
She was
sloppy.
doing what she was supposed to do.
They like guys
She
like
like-
it a
she
little.
got the- she
You
got
know
the-
what a
She
woman
did what
and
she was
a-
supposed to do.
Hello, I
A
was just
woman
gonna
like
say,
me,
this
unless I'm. There is
responsible.
nothing wet that should be under me like that. Unless there's nothing that should be under me. Okay, nothing.
All right, I'm sorry. My fault, Deuce.
You good, but you good, bro. My camera froze for a second, but I don't you all good. I don't know what happened. Punk.
Huh? I told you I ain't
What?
got no answer.
No, we
I
talk
ain't
about
never
we
hit
talk
it
about
and quit it.
Not ever. Ever.
For what?
Everybody
I
got
feel
to
like I
spin
could
the
go.
block.
I feel like I can get it whenever I want to. Why would I
You
hit it and
spin
quit
the
it?
block every time.
Nah, I ain't spend the block
You ain't
every
never had
time,
no trash
but I
box?
didn't. Yeah, I was in a relationship, so
So
I
you
spent
went
the
back.
block on that. But
Hold on,
I
hold
shouldn't have.
on.
So
What
you
you
got
mean?
the first relationship before you do what it was like.
I was young.
You
I
spent the
can't
block
tell
on the
my
trash
age.
box?
I might be telling too much, huh?
You spent the block on
You
the trash
know
box?
this.
He
Stop
said
playing with me.
yes.
Oh,
You know,
yeah, I do
yeah.
know. Okay.
It was was.
But
you know.
but we were very
So
young.
how long
And
were
you
you
were,
in that
we were in
relationship?
relationships and trying to figure shit
Oh,
out.
wow, she broke up with me. Shit
Damn, you
happens.
let her break. She let the
Yeah,
bad
I
boss
told
break
y'all
up
I'm a
with him.
lover.
What type of shit is this?
I told y'all I'm a lover.
Ah, she treated you like you was the problem.
I was glad she did. And for no reason. On top of that, thank you. Easy out.
Wow.
I ain't never hit it or quit it. I feel like I can always go back. So why would I do that?
Big Suze, it's your turn. you try to lean back. And... You ain't never did it.
Definitely.
She said the head bad.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. Or even just sex bed. Like rhythms don't match up. So
Yeah.
I don't need to
Small
come back.
penises.
Yeah.
Everybody
like,
ain't on the same
Micro,
frequency.
yeah.
yeah, you know. But even still, I wouldn't be like
Could you
a
imagine the
small
guy penis
or
being
big,
small
but
and
I
his
won't
head
even
was
say.
trash?
But hold on, I won't even say
It's
small or
like-
big because
Wait.
some small people know how to work with what they got going on. So that ain't even a deal breaker. Like you got to know what you're doing. You got to know how to get head. You got to know how to have sex. That's
You ain't
what
never
it
ran across a
is.
guy who had a little penis and his head
Yes,
was
it's
trash.
gotta- Okay, no, because most people with small penises have very good head, in my opinion.
Because they gotta learn, they
Yes,
gotta do
they
something
gotta,
good.
they gotta, yeah. So no, I've never experienced that. No.
If you can't hit the tray, you better
You're
go to the
fortunate.
cup.
Like, you
goddamn.
thought you gonna First of all, if the head bad and you bad at sex is small, I know this a hit it and quit it. Like I'm never speaking to you again. I would never. Like you ain't gonna give me something. I will immediately. I know I'm not coming back. No.
Like text me when you get home. That's okay. That's okay.
No, I'm be sitting there lying. Okay, I will, and you will not hear from me.
Right, so you can leave quicker. You don't need to have no conversation.
No, I will.
So what made you hit it and quit it, Deuce?
Crazy.
Wow.
Oh,
Nah, that crazy can't keep coming back.
Ooh,
I heard the crazy shit keep
They
crazy.
say niggas love a toxic. In reality, they do say y'all love it.
Hit it and quit. Have I ever done some ratchet stuff like that?
Yeah,
You gotta be ratchet to hit it and quit it. That's
he did.
you just can't
And he
be
did.
unsatisfied and be like, no, I'm not doing it again. But you gotta be ratchet. Or
You ain't gotta be ratchet. It's just ratchet activity. It's when you in these streets. We talk about before we was with our people. We talk about when we was in these streets.
I still ain't hit it and quit it.
Boy,
I mean, I have had sex
you
with
are a
somebody
lover
once
boy.
and never again.
That's hit it
That's
and
hit
quit
and
it.
quit it.
Yeah.
What you
I
thought it
guess.
was? You thought you had to.
It wasn't hitting and quit it
put a
because he
2-week
probably was
notice
still
in or
communicating, texting, and talking. And
Actually, you know what? You right, because I wouldn't sleep with that person again. But I didn't think of it as hit it and quit it because they was a cool person. Like we communicated. So I just
Did
ain't
they
thinking-
still try to pursue you in that
You gotta
manner?
be so nice, yeah, goddamn.
Huh?
Did they still pursue you in that manner? Was they trying to get more?
double back. They tried to spin the block on
Yeah,
you.
did they try to spin the block?
Yeah, but no.
Yeah.
Huh?
but
It's
no.
a-
It's
No,
No, I'm
or
saying
no.
yeah, they tried, but no, they ain't get it because you said and did.
So you
No.
did hit
No,
and
no,
quit.
I was saying
I
they
guess.
tried to spin
Yeah,
the
I
block.
guess.
And so what was that
Oh,
reason?
yeah.
What was
That
that
I
reason?
didn't go back.
Yeah.
Their house wasn't clean.
Ooh, baby!
You know what? That is not the
Come
first
on,
time I've
listen.
heard a man say that.
Nah,
That
I'm
a
fine.
woman house.
Exactly. And that's like, no, real like, but I watched them up take I literally, she was in the bathtub like 45 minutes or some. I know the was clean, but the house just wasn't clean enough for me. Like, it was too much going
I
on.
heard it though.
Huh?
That turned me off.
It just wasn't, it was like, nah, I can't do this.
I've
And
heard men say
I'm to
that.
be honest, like, I'm a big environment person. You live in the hood or something like that. I don't live like that. I'm not trying to come where you like stay at. Like, I'm just not.
Well, she has a very nice place in the hood.
Cause that
Yeah,
happens.
cool. I'm saying cool, but if
They
your house
building
look
up the
like where you
hood.
live at,
But
nah.
he said the dirtiness stuff.
Right,
filthy.
like if your house
and
look
then
like
it'll
where
be like
you live
it's not
at,
just
like
junky. Like bitch, this is filth.
that's the
It's
fact.
nasty.
No, that's what it wasn't even like filthy, junky. It was just like,
What was it then?
man,
Help me
it
understand
it
this.
just wasn't. It wasn't.
What
Was it
I gotta
dirty or
tell
not
y'all.
dirty?
We
It's
have to
either it
talk
was
after
or
the
it
pod.
wasn't.
We gotta talk after the pod. I don't want to.
Damn.
I hope
come
she
on.
not listening.
She be watching?
Here's my
I
thought.
don't know. I don't know, but
When women know guys are coming over, if their house are not clean, that's the fastest cleaning that a bitch will do in the
Damn a
heartbeat.
nigga. It goes
Right,
both
right.
Yeah,
No, I'm
it
not saying
definitely
right.
goes both
Fast and
ways.
straight,
Spot
no.
cleaning.
Exactly. Just
Real
make sure
quick.
shit's straight. It don't stink like some candles. Sweep up a little bit, take sweep. It's like fast shit that you do. You know what I'm saying? Like on a regular day, that probably take you like 2-3 hours.
If you don't care, that is.
Yeah, that's one thing. Maybe
If a
maybe
mother don't
care.
care, do make you look at him twice.
Like, and he with me, so it's cool. Like, he know this is not me.
What if that was her spot cleaning? She still was that dirty.
y'all asking me a question.
Yes.
What's the question, Deuce?
Like, what if what you got was her cleaning?
That's why
why
we
he-
did. It's like I couldn't. Like it just wasn't. Okay, so I'm gonna be frank. Like for real, her bed was f***ed up. So I'm trying to
What
like.
was wrong with the
It
bed?
was on the floor.
It was on the floor.
It was on the floor.
It wasn't on the floor,
Oh,
but part of it was like f***ed up. So
It
it was
was
like on the
leaning
lean,
already?
and I'm like
That
trying to
means
fix
somebody
the
crazy
bed,
before you.
or they live in the hood and it's just f***ed up and it's f***ed up. But or maybe that,
All of it.
maybe.
All of it.
Then it's
Head
like.
on the gangster lane.
Then it's like you got kids and
They
And
was
your-
there too?
nah.
Oh,
But your
I was
blanket
finna
smell
say.
like it. And it's like
Okay, I was
what?
thinking
like-
how like
slide.
yeah, it's a no.
And I'm just like
It's a no for me. You right. You're
was it huh?
You spent the
validated.
night, didn't you?
He did.
Yeah.
You ain't
She
get
had
under
bed
that
bugs?
It was
But you
all-
better not
no,
have been
wait.
under that cover.
Hell no. I barely was in the bed.
You did not spend
Wait,
the night,
when you
bro.
get there at 2 a.m. or some it ain't like
You
it's
hit
that
and
much
leave.
spending the night.
Nah, you leaving.
I
You
can't
hit
see. I
and
can't
get
give
up and
all the
leave.
details because it's
You
gonna
gotta
get me
get up.
tired.
Don't stay in that environment.
Damn.
I was out of town. It was kind of complicated. Like
So you
it
could
is
go
what it
to the
is.
hotel there.
I didn't have a hotel. If I coulda, we wouldn't have never been there any
Okay.
way.
Okay.
So it was a little complicated. I didn't want to wake up no other people.
Man. Episode
Shit's
mother 69. Y'all lived up to it, goddammit. Y'all lived up to it, baby. Follow the TikTok. Follow the YouTube. Instagram. Facebook struggling. Oh, I didn't do comments. I almost f***ed you guys. I almost screwed y'all over, bro.
Wrap this up, Deuce.
Okay,
Because I need to tell my story. I
Okay.
feel like my story. I can't tell
My
it.
story is better than me shouting you your comments.
Because you
I'm
gonna
still
you
waiting.
gonna feel some type of, well, not feel some type of way, but you gonna understand when
Okay.
I tell the story.
The last villain. He just commented. Been loving the. Oh, hold on. If you want your comments read, you got to comment on the YouTube and subscribe. Oh, we ain't respecting it. Been loving the pod. Want to see plant killer good kitty lady.
Who was? Oh, we know. I got good.
Take
We know
on
who that is.
he wants to see take on killer cat king and punk.
Yee.
Yeah, we gonna stop calling CK
that,
yeah, man.
That ain't what he is.
Nah, he ain't on that. But nice comment though. I like that the comment shows that you actually watch the pod. Like you actually keep it. I mean,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
respect that.
You know who people is.
Yeah,
like
you
that.
you know
That's lit.
we f- with you. We f- with you. Love the, hold on, who's this? JXC Dreamer. Love the podcast. The guests on this episode gonna be struggling in the dating market.
That must be the last episode.
Yeah, just buy the dog and cat food and call it a day. Okay.
You ain't lying.
What'd you say, Punk?
He ain't lying. Or she. Whoever
Come
that
on,
was.
y'all gonna get off Jessica Lene. Shout out Jessica.
Why you put her business out there? Maybe they ain't know who it was.
If you watch the pod, you know
they
what
know
I'm
who it
talking about.
was.
Come on.
Yeah.
Shout out Jessica Lene. We rocks with you. You'll be back.
We do. I f- with you. Come back, holler at us, but you should not get married. We discussed that.
Oh my
but come back though.
goodness. And he's here to save relationships. Oh
Yes.
man. Tony
That
Randolph.
would break some man's heart.
It's Tony Randolph. I ain't gonna read you because you know we always mess with you. I got you next time though, bro.
She a lady.
Kelvin Clark,
What they say?
shout out to
'Cause
you.
I'm a lady.
We out. Peace out.
Bad.